this is something that I probably shouldn't feel inadequate about, but I kind of feel inadequate about how I currently buy music now. I do so. I'm one of those old school MP3 guys that likes to own the MP3. I don't stream, on the Spotify's or whatnot, and I'm feeling kind of old about it.
I love how you think. I love how you think you're the old school guy when I go to record stores like daily.
You want to know? But see that? Yeah, that's like retro cool, Derek.
Yeah, because I miss buying physical copies of stuff and having that experience of going and flipping through and finding something and purchasing it. I do miss that. I don't have that luxury here. But I guess I fall somewhere in the middle of streaming and buying MP3s. I sort of do a little bit of both.
Well, I guess what made me feel like that, like a while ago I sent a song to a track. A track to a song, or I'm totally messing it up. I just sent him a song or a track, whatever. And I sent it to him, and he's like, "Hey, you got the Spotify link?" And I'm like, "Oh, sorry, I didn't know that was the policy for sharing music these days." So it was kind of like, "What are you doing, sending me this MP3, download?"
Whoa! What's this? What is this? What's this? A file attached to this email?
Yeah, I don't know. So Derek, you're a CD guy. Josh, are you still old school like me? You're buying music then? Digital copies?
I buy some, but I stream most of it. Yeah.
So you're throwing down the $10 on Spotify. Yeah, I just tried Apple Music, and I don't care for it, so I went back to Spotify. But yeah. Well, hey guys, it's great until your power goes out or your internet. Something happens. So. Well, I don't know. It's funny. It's cool. It's funny and cool, and kind of. I think this is one of those things where you haven't grown up until the way people consume music changes, and that's when you've reached a milestone in adulthood. And this is a transition moment. Yeah. My dad listened to 8-tracks and records. I kind of got the records when I was a little boy, but then it went to cassettes and CDs, and then I finished it off with MP3s, and I'm kind of stuck in the past with that. So I don't know, it's funny. It's funny how that happens. Yeah, this is a topic that really just kind of infuriates me, though, because music is like probably my number one passion in life. And I care so deeply about it, and I just wish other people did. And I really think, I want to get shirts made that say Lars was right. Because he was absolutely what a prophet. Right. People got on Lars as, it's this rich guy complaining about a couple people. No, Lars actually had some foresight to see this isn't, Napster wasn't the problem. Today is the problem, where it's not even about people downloading, it's not even about physical media. It's about people devaluing music to the point where it's not even a commodity. It's just something to have on in the background. And, you look at artists that are struggling to make a living and they're not making as much money as they used to. They have to tour just to stay afloat. It's like, Lars was right. When the record industry fell, and listen, it had its evils too, but at least people were buying music. They were paying for the art that they were consuming. Yeah. Now it's kind of a disaster. I'm with you on that too, Derek. But even for me, like, you're right, the devaluing of music. But sometimes, and I know Josh, you're a big music fan too. It's like I kind of feel like I'm one of the few of my childhood friends that still actively seeks out new music and trying to stay in tune with my favorite music. And sometimes I'm like, am I taking crazy pills? That really, this stuff is awesome. How come more people aren't onto music? Is how I view it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if some people just let go of certain elements as they get older. But it definitely seems like I know a lot of friends that just aren't into music anymore, which is a shame. And I don't know what causes that. I mean, I got guys that are still wearing. Friends that are still wearing Big Johnson T-shirts and baggy jeans and Doc Martens and listening to grunge like it never. Oh. And if they just stay the course, it's going to be coming back around. So just, come on, fellas. Well, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I love that era. Again, '90s, never forget. Love the '90s, but I just think there's so much good stuff out there today that. Including fitted jeans and music. I don't know. I think part of the problem is we're in this post-record industry music world. How do people hear about it? In the past you had these giant record labels promoting bands and letting everyone know, like if you were a metal fan, you had to listen to Iron Maiden. The record label got behind them and everyone found out about them and they became gods. They became arena legends, right? Who's the next arena legend? You're not going to get at that level because you have a SoundCloud page.
Yeah.
And because you're so many people are streaming you on Spotify. It's a marketing problem as much as it's a consumption problem as well. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, well, there's a lot of factors for that. One just being the entire business model has changed. So I think we've touched on it before. I think the era of the huge arena rock tours are pretty much gone, with the exception of the reunions and then some of the iconic acts that are still around. That they can still do big tours like that. But yeah, I mean, I jokingly said a minute ago it's a transition period, but it really is. Like the way we buy and consume and distribute music is just really changed, and it's I don't know. It's weird to be in the moment.
Yeah, I think what to both your points, certainly yours too, Derek, is like we can't put them on as big as a pedestal as we used to, and I think there's some advantages to that, but at the same time, they're not as godlike or like they can't galvanize as many people as they used to.
No one it levels the playing field, but no one breaks out of the pack. Everyone is just at this one level.